Hi everyone, I'm Chyill and welcome back to another Battlerite video. Today's video is my Ashka gameplay guide, and in this video I'll try to commentate while I play as Ashka for maybe about 2 rounds to sort of give you an idea of my thought process when I play as Ashka. So a couple of weeks back I released my full Ashka guide, and so this video today is sort of like a supporting video to that full Ashka guide where I'll play and commentate at the same time. Once again, I'd like to reiterate that I'm not the best player ever, so my game sense and mechanics aren't exactly the greatest, but even so I think doing such a video is very interesting since new players can learn from this and better players can tell me what I'm doing wrong and so on so that I can improve. So yeah, with all that being said, let's just get straight into the games. Okay, there we go. Our first match, and it seems like we're in Skyring Knight. So with Ashka, there's not a lot to do with walls other than his E ability, so something to take note of. This map is not really that conducive for like wall related mechanics since like all the walls are sort of angled in a weird way, but nevertheless we can still work around it. So against this team, what do we have? Thorn, Rook and Pearl. I think this build is probably okay. I am tempted to take Wildfire since they don't really have a lot of reflect mechanics and I can just shoot all my mouse 2 projectiles into like Pearl's bubbles and stuff. So Wildfire should be okay. Heat is almost always taken, and I really like this knockout and fire punch combo so that I got like the increased range and increased knockback to stun people, especially in 3 versus 3s. So I think I'll most likely take away the shield because don't feel like I need the shield very much considering we have a support, and take Wildfire instead. So hopefully that should give me enough firepower to bring down the Rook and Thorn, who are like, you know, very tanky, and also Pearl is a very defensive focused support. So yeah, having Wildfire should hopefully give us enough energy to, not energy but more say firepower to bring them down. So yeah. So typically when I start off as an Ashka, I just try to sort of poke from afar with my mouse 1 and mouse 2s. He's generally quite simple to play. I was trying to force out the spacebar from Thorn, and there he used his spacebar, but too bad he's out of range. So we couldn't really make use of that. Oh, got entangled there. Gonna make sure I jump out so that I don't get too much damage from that. Okay, make sure I avoid the entangle once more. Unfortunately, I couldn't take the orb because this guy was body blocking me. Gonna avoid his ultimate. And at this point, I'm just trying to protect my Pestilus, you know, get the stun, and I can. He had a spacebar, so I messed up there by not making sure that Pearl has used her spacebar. But nevertheless, we still managed to do quite a decent damage to Thorn, at least with our ultimate ability. We got entangled there. I'm gonna try to petrify this person. That was a nice counter by Pearl, but I think Rook is almost dead there. There we go. Just needed that what do you call that? That bubble to get away. We can just burst through his R right there because whoops, just run away before I die from Pearl's what is that, empowered attack. Whoa, that almost hit me. So at this point I can actually push the orb away, but there's no real need for that. It's sort of like a 3v1. We should be, yeah, pretty much just closing it off right now. So yeah, as you can see, that's a pretty good demonstration to what Ashka can do. Typically you just try to sort of stay behind, use your mouse 1s, use your mouse 2s, use your Q to sometimes zone enemies or bait out their escapes. I mean, if they don't use their escapes, then good for you, you get a 20 damage and a stun, so that's pretty useful. The E is sort of like an extra escape as well in a way, because like it gives you an iframe, and because like if you take the Battlerite, which gives you the increased distance, it actually travels a decent distance, so like it's very good for actually escaping as well. Not to mention that you can also stun people with it if they happen to have walls behind them. So yeah. So right now our Tyre is just sort of getting demolished.
Your team claimed the orb.
But oh, he's getting pulled in as well. So I'm trying to provide support a little bit. So I know the Rook has used his counter, so I'm gonna try to do as much damage as I can. He's used his counter again. Unfortunately, I missed like most of my skills. I'm gonna jump out right now and get some healing with my shift mouse one, since our Pestilence wasn't really in range to sort of help us out. Okay, he's used his spacebar, so I know he's pretty weak right now. Let's knock Pearl away. Gonna try to get the orb for ourselves. There we go. Okay, I've got my ultimate ready. So once, okay, now Pearl has used her spacebar. I'm gonna try to go on her. That was a nice counter by her. Okay, because I know she's used the spacebar. Unfortunately, our Tyre is dead, right? So I can't really do much about that. Jump away from that. Try to do as much damage as I can. Gonna petrify him. Nice. And just gonna try to stay alive at this point. Keep our Pestilence alive. There you go. That was a nice stun. Try to use my ult here on the Pearl to do as much damage as I can. Come on, she's almost dead. Okay, I'm gonna push this away so that they don't have an easy way of getting it. See, like hiding it behind that wall and stuff, because I know they were both on the left side. So, their Thorn made the mistake of using his space in, and that's what he gets. You know, he gets punished for that. And at this point, I'm gonna just petrify her. And there we go. After she gets like petrified, she has like no choice but to space away from like, you know, incoming projectiles. And if you are fast enough, you can actually clip her just after she appears. So there's like a short window where you can adjust your aim and shoot her. So that's what I did. And yeah, turned out really well. Even though our Tyre was the first to die, we managed to punish their Rook and their Thorn, and consequently their Pearl as well when it was a 2v1. So yeah, pretty good round, haven't got to use much of my R for you guys. Clearly you've seen the petrify, and it was put to pretty good effect in that second round, so that's pretty good. Shift space as well. Our Pestilence is just like missing all of his heals. And we've got Pearl just over there, and we missed all of that. Gonna knock this away.
Your team won the orb.
Okay. It's okay if you proc like Rook's counter as long as he's not next to you, because like his counter just makes him invulnerable for a while. Okay, look, he's gonna try to come in aggressively again, and I'm trying to punish him for this. Okay. So he's used both his space bars. There we go. So sort of try to punish him for that. Again, he's used his space bar. So you see how much damage we managed to do on Thorn because he used his spacebar unnecessarily. Like, Thorn is actually quite vulnerable. Let's push him away once he's used his spacebar. So I know he's used his spacebar, and so there we go. Punish him. Gonna block incoming projectiles from Pearl in case she decides to go for the orb, which she doesn't. Okay, now we know that Rook has used his spacebar. I mean his counter. There we go. Easy. And there we go for the win. So yeah, I think that was a really good round for us to showcase Ashka's power. I think the enemy team isn't really like the greatest, but nevertheless, like I could at least show you like what you should be thinking about when you're playing as Ashka. You know, his play style basically. Mouse 1, mouse 2 from afar, Q to zone people. I'm just sort of repeating my points at this point. If you've watched my guide before, you know what I'm talking about, and I also talked about this during the round just now. So yeah, E and space for escapes, or stun if you want for the E. Firewall for a bit of control against range. In this case, there was like 2 melees, so I didn't really use Firewall that often. Shift space if you need some healing. Shift Q for the Petrify when you are in a good position to use it, like I used it on the Pearl earlier to sort of force her spacebar and then punish her for that after that. And of course her his ultimate ability, as in Ashka's ultimate ability, for when enemies have used their cooldown. So whenever I see Thorn use his spacebar already, Pearl use her spacebar already, I did a couple of nice ultimates this round, so yeah, that was pretty good. And let's move on to the second round, and hopefully we'll get more challenging opponents where it will stress us up a little bit so that I can't talk and play as easily. I don't know why am I sort of trying to get myself to struggle a little bit more, but just to keep things more interesting, I guess. So yeah, let's move on to the second round. Okay, and there we go, second round, and it seems like we're in Orman Temple Day, I'm guessing. Definitely looks like daytime to me. And this is another map which there are a lot of walls, so really good for me, especially since I like to take this loadout where I have knockout and fire punch, and I can do lots of stuns that way. In this case, we are fighting against Raygon, Blossom, and Alicia. Blossom can reflect my mouse tools with her gust, and Raygon can reflect my mouse tools with his Q, his parry ability. So I'm not tempted to take Wildfire. I'm most probably just gonna stick with this build. I might change Fire Ward for Eruption, because it could be useful against Blossom with her trees and all that. Putting a large AoE Q underneath her and her tree could make quick work of the tree. So yeah, you know what? Now they have 2 range, so I probably use Firewall more often, but I'm tempted to take Eruption instead of Fire Ward, just for the AoE. So let's go for that. And let's try it out, shall we? So what did she get? She did get the Healthful Bug. Tree of Life gains 10 bonus health. So that's something to take note of. But she doesn't have double jump, so that could be good for us. So we know that once she jumps once, she's out of jumps. Alright, so I'm gonna try to sort of poke from afar at this point. I wonder where's their Blossom. I hope she's not AFK. She's not, she's back. Okay. Alright. Gonna try to knock it away. Somehow they still got it. Alright, never mind, that's okay. Sort of avoiding the E. Okay, I don't want to take too much damage here. Let's get out of there. Okay. Try and make it harder for them to take the orb, but they still got it nevertheless, which is unfortunate. Got them with a stun. Oops, almost stunned myself there from hitting his parry. Okay, petrify her. Typically, I'll try to use one mouse one first before I use my mouse two, but I don't think I really had the time for that anyways. I kind of wanted that so that I can use my ult. So that's a nice combo to use as well. Doing the okay, let's petrify him. Again, they got the orb. This is quite bad because like sort of just wanna get in there. Okay, this is not good. Yeah, I was trying to get to the orb, but Pestilus died really far up. So yeah, we lost that round. The enemies are definitely much more competent, especially the Raygon. Definitely seems like he could put out a lot of pressure on my team. Probably should try to support my Ismo a little bit more. At the start, I think I was sort of doing my own thing at the side, and I think it mostly came down to orb control and just general bad teamwork. So I'm gonna try to stick with my team a little bit more this time around, instead of trying to do my own thing. Okay, let's get out of That seems like a really big area for his for her stun thingy. Okay, that's a nice pull. So I'm trying to stun her. Okay, I'm gonna use my R here so that I can win the trade against. There we go. Got the op. Knock him away. Interrupting. He actually got me with his E. Okay, that's new. Oh, that was nice. Nice. They got Alice here, just like that. Good, good, good. So yeah, much better teamwork this round. Gonna knock him away from my Asmos. Look at that range for that knockback and stun. It's so good. Oops. Yeah, and that's the extra AoE taking effect. That's a block her out from damaging my team. And there you go. She's almost dead. Oh, misjudged the range there. And at this point, it's just a 3v1, so it should be fairly straightforward. At this point, this Raygun is just sort of trying to fight for dear life. And there we go. Got him with the Q. So yeah, much better round. We played the first round. I was playing a bit too aggressively. We identified the mistake and we fixed that, and then we won the round. I think our Ismo sort of recognized that, like, you know, he sort of have to play a little bit more carefully as well. And so in this round, he was punished a little less compared to the first round, and we got the round this time. So yeah, quite a good matchup, I think. Like, both teams are fairly evenly matched. And yeah, I think the Alicia is a bit too careless with her spacebar. It seems like she got punished because she used the spacebar too early. Look at that triple stun with the Q from the increased radius. So yeah, the increased radius can be really good at times. Where's the Blossom? Oh, she ended up over here. I'm just gonna block her in there with my body and get her with the stun. Okay, she used the spacebar. Unfortunately, I didn't get her anyways. But there we go. We got her with Asmos out. He's used his Q. Yeah, let's get out of there. Uh-oh. Okay, never mind, no problem. We just take it slow. I just try to protect my Pestlers. They don't have a healer anymore, so we just need to outlast them basically. Uh-oh. Well, unfortunately, our Pestlers died, so much for outlasting them. And that actually hit me again. That is not good. Aww. That's unfortunate. We actually had the round there, I think, but our Pestlers sort of died. I failed in protecting him, but I think, yeah, our Asmo also was kind of low, and we didn't manage to protect him as well. So yeah, something to take note of, and probably shouldn't be as complacent as in this round. Yeah, pretty close match right now, 1-2. Hopefully we can turn it around and come back. Not sure what else we can do. I think I'll just need to try to be a bit more supportive with my Qs. And make sure we don't let ourselves take too much damage. Okay, so I'm trying to just do damage from afar. Got the op, that's very important. Okay, gonna try to okay, we've managed to isolate the Alicia on this side. Uh-oh. Gonna try to grab these ops. Okay. I know that. There we go. Lovely. Oh, that was a nice out by her though. Yeah, our Ismo is doing some really nice outs this round, so I'm really happy. Like, I mean, not just this round, but this match in general. There we go. Yeah, I think he definitely the MVP this round. Did a lot of damage. There we go. Like that ult on the Blossom and the Alicia. Wow, that was nice. So yeah, Ashka is pretty good at setting up combos as well. As you can see, like you have your Q stun and your E stun. And just now I was actually cut off when I was trying to mention that, but like you can put down your Q, and then if the person is like sort of right next to the wall and you E them to the wall, you get a stun with the E to make them take the Q stun. So that's a nice combo to have. Another option would be like, you know, to put the Q behind them and then knock them back into the Q. So that could work as well. I wanted to do that there, but I missed the opportunity. Our Ismo is sort of again on the other side, so getting punished by the Raygun, which is not what we want. Okay, the Raygun has used his spacebar, so I'm gonna try to go in and punish him if I can. Okay, that's not the best idea. Okay, that was the worst idea. That was the worst idea. Yeah, so I was a little too aggressive there, and I underestimated the enemy's ability to turn around and go on to me instead. So yeah, that was unfortunate on my part, and as you can see, it paid, like it cost our team the match as a whole. Sorry, I'm just typing into my team because I disappointed them. But in any case, it just goes to show that even if you're in a good spot, like you saw that Raygun was like, you know, out of his escape options, right? His space bar and his Q. In 3 versus 3s, you still shouldn't be too overconfident and just jump in like what I did there. That was a bit silly of me. And yeah, that's what happens. Like, I mean, I guess I was sort of thinking I could jump in and try to do a lot of damage to the Raygun and somehow make it out the other side. And my Pestilus and Ismo can sort of occupy the Alicia and Blossom. But the moment I jumped in, all of them just turned towards me, and yeah, and I paid for it with my life. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hope you guys learned something out of that as well, and why positioning is so important, cooldown management is so important. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, share this video with your friends, and stay subscribed for more Battlerite related videos and gaming related videos. So yeah, until next time guys, I hope you guys have a great day once again. Keep gaming, stay chill, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.